Never in your wildest dreams, never in your wildest dreams, in your wildest. You can hear the loudest screams coming from inside the screen. You a wild bitch. Tell me what I gotta do to be that guy. Said our price go down. She ever fuck a black guy or do anal or do a gangbang? It's kinda crazy. That's all considered the same thing. Well, I guess a lot of niggas do gangbang. And if we run trains, we all in the same gang. Runaway slaves all on a chain gang. Bang, 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 bang.
This is a real goddamn game, everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay. Where's everybody? Am I alone tonight? About to find out. I'm checking the stream. Oh, we have somebody. Let's do a goal. Oh, that sounds fun. Am I loud enough? Okay. Let me turn this down. Loud as hell. Hello. Okay. Okay. This should be fun. This should be. I should have checked my levels before starting the stream. But hello, awesome rap battles of chicanery. This chicanery. Hello, Biggie Cheese. Wait. Oh. I know you. I talked to you drunk in FRB. I know you. Hello. Nice to see you again. I wonder if there is a way I could full screen this. Let's find out. It is now full screen, everybody. Can you guys see it? You should. Why is it a black screen? You cannot. Okay, hold on. I guess it's like this now. Let me just turn it like that. All right. Oh, typically it's a little bit of both. Sometimes I'm just like that, and sometimes I'm not sober. All right, turn you down. We're gonna be playing some. As you can tell, our Himbo turned into a werewolf, and this Deadbeat Dad is our only hope. I heard of this game through Lango Lee. They played Charlie Brown in Charlie Brown vs. Eric Carmen, but more importantly, Lois Griffin in my fucking battle, and Sanpei Senpai. They were Tifa in my battle, and Cactus in I'm on a blank right now. Cactus and Widowmaker versus Cactus. There's more people in the development. I unfortunately forgot, but shout out to all of them as well. And with that, we start the game.
It was a dark
and they're reading to me.
And all of the.
I think I know who plays who.
This is the third story you've started with.
Yeah.
It was a dark and scary night.
Okay. So, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for this, because I do have shit to do. But I want to be here for as long as possible. I want to get as far as the game as possible. Okay. Here we go. And I don't even need to read it. I need to read it. Fuck this game. I stared at her silently until her mouth fell into a pout and she went quiet.
Fine. Continue.
Thank you. Anyway. It was a dark and scary night, and all of the professors had gone home. I was the only one left in the campus computer lab.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated. I just recorded for a rap battle and it hurted my throat.
Midnight. It was 11:46 p.m. and
Phoebe scoffed, interrupting my flow once more.
Seriously? The horror is your assignment being due in 15 minutes?
That's real as fuck.
well, it's 14 minutes, but
Guys, shh. I want to know what happens.
Me too. Let's hear it. Pierre, come on, bro. You're not even hiding it now. We just started the stream. Yuki Gloom is not here, buddy. Get out. I sighed and then cleared my throat to continue my story. I literally have you on
Everything
another
was
monitor.
fake
Like I
until
know,
the screen
I know
flickered
what'll
and
happen
my
before it
document
happens. Leave me alone, bro.
closed itself. Then a new document opened. The page was blank, fully blank, except for one single line at the top. Stop writing. He's behind you.
That's scary as shit. Phoebe's face betrayed her frustration. Jacob, on the other hand, couldn't have looked more immersed if he tried.
Seriously?
And then what happened?
He's really like locked the fuck in.
Jacob, forget it. This is ridiculous. Your scary stories are about as scary as my cat.
And that's scary as fuck. I rolled my eyes with a long groan. It was just like Phoebe to put a damper on my spooky mood.
Your cat is kind of scary, though.
That's what I'm saying. We ignored him. I guess we did.
Come on, it's Halloween. I want to do something fun. Let's do something else.
This is scary stories. This shit is fun.
Let's just
Oh,
say
nope,
it
go
was
back.
But
Thank
I
you.
want to know who the guy behind Blair was.
Let's just say it was Professor Jennings, and he yelled at her for being there too late and told her to go home. The end.
Ooh, tell him.
Oh, okay.
Not a thought behind Jacob's eyes. Jacob doesn't give one fuck. Phoebe stared at me silently, expectantly, while Jacob folded his arms and seemed to be pouting. I almost felt bad.
Ugh, fine. You want to do something else? Let's do something else. How about...
I thought for a moment, and then remembered a little something I got from a close friend during a really, really strange situation. But that's a story for another day. Then why would you tell me, bro? I got up and went to my drawers, and returned with a purple hardcover book. It was barely a book, really. Just a cover with most of the pages torn out. But there were 3 pages of information that were just the thing to spice up this Halloween. I'm so sorry, hold on. I gotta drink my water. We're being hydrated today. Once I sat on the floor in front of the others, however, I was met with a bland silence.
No.
Damn.
Oh, come on. Look, it's a ritual that's supposed to let the person we use it on communicate with animals.
Hello.
Isn't that cool?
Hello. See, one of the people are here of the game. I'm playing your game. I'm playing your game. Hello, Angie Min.
No, it's not. Because this stuff isn't even real. It's just a childish fairy tale thing.
Sometimes I wonder why I always invited Phoebe to my Halloween sleepovers. Am I in the point of view of her? She never believed in the supernatural or magic or the spirit of Halloween. Such a downer. Yeah, bro.
Phoebe, seriously.
I'm shaking my eyes because I need to get hydrated.
No, don't seriously, me. Magic isn't real. It's never been real. Anyone who claims they use magic and rituals and whatever are just...
Just what?
Awesome and mighty and powerful?
Yes, sir.
delusional and
Oh.
hallucinating and wrong, actually.
I'm in. Let's do it.
We turned to Jacob, who stood up with a beaming smile, like a child on Christmas morning.
What? I want to talk to animals.
We all do, buddy. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, I want to talk to Phoebe's cat.
Ah.
He hates me. You bring a cat to class in a top hat one time and...
You brought Phoebe's cat to class in a top hat?
Oh.
Cats are close enough to bunnies, right? I thought it'd be a sick magic trick to dress Finny up and pull him out of the hat.
Fair. That wasn't what I thought he meant by a cat in the top hat.
His
Mango,
name
see?
is
We got the whole
Fina,
production team on
and
the
that's
stream.
probably
Hello,
why
everybody.
He hates you. I mean, seriously, Feeny?
Welcome. I just started. I don't know how long I'll be up,
Surprised he doesn't
but
hate you
I want to get as
for
far as the game as
yourself,
possible.
you know.
Sorry. What
I
was that?
promised.
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
Anyway,
Okay, not the point. We're not doing this ritual scam thing.
Look, I got this ritual from a friend who got it from her friend who practices magic. He's the only practicing magus known to the world, and
Isn't that a major red flag then? Only one practicing magician guy in the whole world? He totally scammed your friend.
It is a little weird.
but what if he didn't? What if this is real and it works? Wouldn't that be, like, totally awesome?
It would be totally awesome.
Phoebe approached me and placed gentle hands on my shoulders. She squeezed it a little too tightly.
Blair, it's Halloween. I know you're a little naive, but
Naive? I'm not naive.
you're buying into some crazy delusional Halloween propaganda. You're naive.
I have a question. What does naive mean?
Bro, come on. In your big age. We sighed. Phoebe barely spared Jacob a glance. All of her words were targeted right at me. Alright. I am in the point of view of Blair. That's cool. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Actually, close this. I had this on. Did I just leak a battle? Oh, no. No, close that shit. Sorry, everybody. Y'all know that battle, though.
It means that Blair has been tricked, and she doesn't even realize she's been tricked.
Jacob's head tilted, like he didn't understand how I'd supposedly been tricked. And honestly, I didn't understand either.
You remember
He's a
how
little
that
stupid,
one
but
guy
I fuck
told
with
you that
him.
The campus cafeteria
We all like
had
Jacob
waffles,
here.
And then you got there and they didn't have waffles. It's kind of like that.
Oh, well now I want waffles.
Welcome to the stream, Bondiverse. Go get me a beer. Yes, sir. And as per usual, Jacob's interesting mind is steered off track.
Look, I just think it'll be cool to see where this ritual thing goes. Worst case, it doesn't work and nothing
I
happens.
love Jacob.
And we can move on, right?
I think it's a bad idea. Magic isn't real. And even if it was real, what if you mess it up? And what if Jacob, turns into a cat or something?
They are not wrong.
I'm sure I can't mess it up that badly. The instructions are right there and they look simple enough. How bad could it be?
Still, she'd planted the seeds of doubt in my mind. Was she right? Was she versed in magic? Like, at all? Who knows what would happen if I messed it up? Should I go through with the ritual?
Phoebe, I want to talk to Feeny.
Serafina doesn't want to talk to you. No.
You don't know that, bro. Do the ritual.
Jacob, you want to do the ritual?
His eyes lit up as he looked at me. I nodded in understanding.
Then we're doing it. Let's get the candles out and set this bad boy up.
Let's go. See you. I can't wait. As it turned out, we didn't have candles. At least not proper ones. Well, you already fucked the ritual. What we did have was a bucket full of small, battery-operated decorative candles. Surely that would work just fine.
This is totally not going to work just fine.
Oh. Non-believers. I ignored her. My eyes scanned the directions in the book, and without sparing Jacob a glance, I pointed to the center of the circle we made with our makeshift ritual setup.
Jacob, sit.
Oh, Jacob, do not turn into a fucking cat. He did as I asked without complaint. He sat with his legs sprawled out and his hands on the ground behind him, holding his weight. Hi, Pierre, come on. Pierre, come on. Pierre, come on. Get out of here. Okay. The Pulse to do versus first stream, I know I've been holding it off. I've been doing other projects right now, but I didn't forget about it. So I have this stream, and then I want to do another Deltarune stream. Right after that, I finally do Postal versus Frisk. I just finished the beat for it. So maybe if I have time after the stream, I can show that. Or maybe I'll show it in the beginning of the Deltarune stream. We'll see. I didn't forget about it, though.
No, that's not right. It says you need to make a diamond with your legs.
Ooh.
Okay.
He stared at me, confused, but shifted his weight and moved his legs. I wasn't sure what he was trying to accomplish, but at some point it seemed that he thought the best way to make a diamond with his legs was behind his neck. Jacob tried to pull his ankles over his head, promptly lost his balance and tipped sideways. Jacob, come on, bro.
No!
Already he's fucking the ritual. Phoebe lunged forward and steadied him with surprising ease. She huffed as she pulled his legs down and positioned them how they were supposed to be positioned. At least, how I think they were supposed to be positioned.
This
They
is
don't
a
even
horrible
know.
idea, Blair. He can't even
Does he
fold
know?
his legs correctly.
Jacob
How do you
doesn't.
think he's going to be able to talk to animals? Assuming this is going to work, of course, which it's not.
Phoebe, the ritual is going to work. Have a little faith, will you?
Okay, and if, on the hypothetical chance that magic is actually real, what if this little ritual, like, angers the spirits or whatever?
Then the spirits will be mad at me, and you have my full permission to say I told you so.
I didn't say another word. Too busy reading through the rest of the directions. It seemed pretty straightforward. Step 1, direct the subject to sit in the circle of the candles. Step 2, direct the subject to close their eyes. Close them eyes, Jacob. Step 3, recite the chant below. Yeah, that girl in the middle, that's actually me. That's how I look like in real life.
Blair, don't you think this seems a little odd?
That guy on the right doesn't... He doesn't look like me. I'm sorry. I kind of wish I had that build, though.
I'm sure it's fine. I think.
This is stupid. I'm not saying that.
I should have expected that. I forced a smile and nodded.
Okay, fine. If you don't want to help, then don't. I'll do it myself. Are you ready, Jacob?
Ready. Hey, are you sure this is a diamond? I thought it was more like...
Don't move.
I should have known Jacob wouldn't know what a diamond was. In any case, thankfully, Phoebe does. Okay, here we go. Satanic ritual. Wait, because he's going to be the himbo that turns into a werewolf. I just made the whole connection. We're ready to go. I took a long, deep breath and began.
Let me talk to birds and bees,
Oh.
all of whom will talk to me.
Oh.
Cat and dog, rat and fish. Almighty Magus, fulfill my wish.
This is the rap. No. I expected sparkles, flames, or something. But I wasn't expecting this. Jacob squirmed in place and looked at me. Then he started itching his head. Oh, he's fucked.
I feel tingly.
He just needs to piss.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Blair, what's happening?
You just fucked your friend, bro. It's over. Jacob's itching spread from his arms to the hair of his neck. He was itching all over his arms.
What's happening
Okay,
to me?
okay. I flipped over the pages frantically trying to find any indication that this was normal. Phoebe ran to Jacob's side and tried to reassure him as best as she could.
It's fine. I'm sure it's just something in the air. Yeah, this ritual is a sham. It's totally just something in the air. It's gotta be.
He's cooked. Her voice trailed off as I looked up to... Oh. Okay. There he is. And Pierre is back on the stream. Come on, man. Why don't you ask her, not me? Wait. Okay, there we go. There we go. He lifted his hands into sight, and then his fingertips felt... Okay.
Ah!
Fangs had slipped out, small but very present. There he is. Yeah. I mean, that's your fault. I mean, it was my fault too. But
He's turning into
A werewolf?
Jacob looked at us, eyes wide with shock and horror. Then he looked back down at his hands and then dropped them into his lap with a groan.
Ugh, of course this would happen to me.
Don't look at me, bro. They're all looking at me like it was my fault.
Well, I mean, at least you look cooler than the original Jacob.
Yeah, totally. Now we just need an Edward and we'll be ready to reshoot the movies.
Oh, bar.
Is this really the time?
No, you're right. I think it's time you call your friend and ask her what the hell happened here.
Oh my gosh, that scared me. She was right. I pulled my phone out of my pocket and dialed my friend's number. I told her everything up until the present moment of Jacob's spontaneous fur and fangs.
What? How did you manage to do that?
I wish I could answer, but unfortunately, I had no idea. Obviously.
Okay.
You're gonna spam Bulo's phone number, which has nothing to do with your damn battle. Get out of here,
I'll
bro.
give you my wizard friend's address.
Rent free.
Go see him. I'm sure he'll know how to fix this. A quick warning, though. He's, a little weird. Good luck.
There we go. Sorry, we had for the whole stream we have to deal with Pierre for our new viewers, which I heavily apologize for.
Oh, great. So, to reverse whatever this is, we have to go and find some low-life scammer where he'll probably try to scam us too. Fantastic.
Dude, I'm really about to end this stream. Not really. Hold on.
Still
I'm not
can't
letting that.
admit that this was
I'm not letting that
magic,
to get to me. No. Hello, Jamori.
No, this was not magic, all right? This was some kind of, like, mass hallucination or something.
A mess what?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I mean, it's Halloween, right? Weird stuff always happens on Halloween.
Nothing this weird though. We had to fix this. The question was, do we really need to trust this wizard? We're gonna be in circles if we do it here. We're just gonna see the
Damn it.
wizard.
Fine, I guess we're off to see the wizard.
Oh, the wonderful wizard of...
No.
No, bro. And we took our fluffy half werewolf friend on a journey. We arrived at an old, run-down apartment building.
And you're sure this is the right place?
This is the address she gave me, but...
We decided to take the risk and found the apartment we were looking for. Faint voices sounded from inside. I knocked on the door, and after receiving no response, Phoebe moved me aside and slammed her fist on the wood loud enough to echo through the whole building. No one responded with words, but the door creaked open seemingly on its own. After showing a wary glance, we slowly walked inside. This was not the lair any of us expected. The apartment was old and decrepit and smelled strongly of cheap beer and stale pizza. And this is the Deadbeat Dad.
Are you sure we're at the right place?
Look at the... Yes, it is. Look at the painting right here. This is
Let me
gas.
call
I
my
love
friend
this game.
again. Maybe she mistyped or something.
Don't do it again. Okay. Before I could dial her number, we heard the voices again. Loud and clear this time.
Yeah? Well, maybe if you didn't buy so many beers, you'd be able to pay Mom's child support!
Oh, yeah.
If your mother wants the child support so badly, then maybe she should take you off my hands!
Oh. That felt like a private conversation. Maybe we should leave.
Maybe she should! At least Mr. Marble wouldn't have gone mysteriously missing!
That is crazy. The bet I lost to is nothing. I'm just playing this game. I love this game. Look at this. But on second thought, I couldn't fight the little tug in my head that wanted to hear more. The others and I shared a look and decided to stay a little longer.
I don't know what you're talking about!
Don't play dumb! Don't think I've forgotten that your stupid spell bounced off the mirror and turned him invisible!
I didn't touch your stupid bunny! But even if I did, it would have been an accident!
Oh.
Yeah, You have a lot
This is the first
of
game I've streamed.
accidents
The
these
second game I've
days.
streamed where if they called CPS, then it would.
Hi, we're.
I am the one you seek. I am the answer to your prayers. I am the almighty, all-powerful, all-seeing, all-commanding, all-demanding, outstanding, get your mama dancing, enchanting Magus!
You're a fat, grown-ass man.
The what?
Exactly.
The
Oh, shit.
almighty, all-powerful, all...
No, we don't need to hear that again, thank you.
I almost felt a little bad seeing the dejected look on his face. His arms dropped to his sides and he pouted like a kicked puppy. I fought against the urge to apologize.
Great! We're asking for help from an unemployed circus magician. Awesome! Great! I'm so happy about this.
I am a Magus.
Magus. Oh, the whole name, you don't even know it. That's awesome. I shot Phoebe a glare, but we ignored her. We explained the situation to the Magus everything from the ritual. Magus everything from the ritual to showcasing Jacob's furry arms and pointy teeth like we were unveiling a statue. The Magus, however, only laughed, albeit a bit nervously.
Really? That's absurd. That's just a Halloween costume, and a bad one at that.
Oh, damn.
Really? Well, fine. Let me just call my friend and let her talk to you.
Put my phone on speaker and let her talk to him. They exchanged a few pleasantries before getting right to business.
So, it would be a great help to me and my besties over there if you could, help get rid of the werewolf stuff. Please?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't.
What the hell? She hung up. The Magus looked like he had just been given the scare of a lifetime, and he nodded slowly. Physically painful for her to say.
That sad sack is my dad.
Damn. Her next words were filled with pride, and she held her head up high as she projected her claim.
I'm next of kin of the one and only known Magus bloodline in the world.
Oh, damn.
Oh, great. Even the kid is brainwashed.
I spun around to Phoebe and leveled her with a glare.
Can you just admit that magic is real and that we need help? This is getting ridiculous.
No, I agree. This is ridiculous.
Yes, this is a real game. We stared at each other, each of us silently hoping the other would back down. Eventually, Phoebe relented.
But I suppose I can keep my mouth shut. At least for now.
Yeah, shut up.
Thank you.
I turned back to Millie, who was looking at us like we were all a lost cause.
So, Millie, you're saying that the ritual messed up because your dad is, going through some stuff?
Yes, she couldn't get the renegade waiter skin.
I am most certainly not going through stuff. I can reverse this ritual easy as pie.
Yeah, that's what the game is called. Hello, Ritz Crackers.
Oh, I like pie.
He does like pie.
Now go, all whiny, all tiny, all grimy, all slimy, really demanding diaper wearing can't.
We're not listening to that again.
Hey!
Go!
He hurried Millie out of the room again.
All right, I know just the thing to fix this. Hang tight, boy. I'll get.
First spell. We stepped back and watched in awe as a stream of sparkles exited the wand. They didn't head towards Jacob, though. Instead, somehow the wand pointed directly at Jacob, took a harsh right turn, and hit something else in the room. I gasped, and Phoebe stood before us protectively as... Yeah. Bub Knight. I can't believe my eyes. A spider just went on me. Okay. My bad, everyone. I can't believe my eyes. An empty can of cheap beer, tossed carelessly aside, stood up and started talking?
I never wanted to be a drunk, and I never wanted to be a Magus. I had dreams, man. Big dreams. I could have been a rapper.
Is this where the rap is? The Magus yelped in surprise and rushed towards the talking beer can with heavy, drunken steps. He stomped on the can and it whined under his weight, going silent as it was crushed. Wow. I bit back a laugh and whispered to the others.
Did that say this guy wanted to be a rapper?
Oh God.
Guess that explains the long, obnoxious title he gave himself.
Hey yo, give us a verse, man.
No! The Magus' eyes lit up. He hadn't expected anyone to ask. Phoebe and I turned and glared at Jacob. Wait, because that's gonna cheer him up. He's gonna be in his own zone, and then it's gonna turn him back. Magus knows
Yo,
what.
they call me the almighty enchanting Magus. Dropped off
Oh
the
my
earth, now
God.
the fans, they all hate us. Calling me wash, how well that ain't a fact. Cause the fact is that I still got spells left to cast. Got me this kid here, she's called Magus Jr.
the
But I
fuck?
assume that she's more like a tumor. You don't wanna mess with me, I know that this
His
is
kid.
heat, not beat.
His
I
kid.
say heat, cause I'm not a deadbeat. Yeah.
Let's go.
Welcome back, MF Doom. I didn't know what to say. That was certainly something.
Anyway.
Can we get back on topic?
See, he's happy. It seemed like the Magus had forgotten where he was and what he was doing. I assumed the power of Red blazing fire in her eyes. I stepped back instinctively. I knew Phoebe was capable. I knew what Phoebe was capable of when she saw red.
Listen, Mr. Wizard Guy.
I'm
Shut up and fix this! Now!
He lifted the wand and quickly cast the spell once more, in perhaps the strangest stroke of luck or unluck, and then he misfired once again. It was really quite impressive how bad he was at this.
I'm a horrible,
Fucking bub, man.
horrible father.
Oh my god, this guy is dumb as.
Shh, this sounds important.
I slapped a hand over Phoebe's mouth to keep her quiet. I had a feeling both the Magus and his daughter in the next room needed to hear this insecurity of his, even if it was via a can of beer.
I failed her. I failed the all whiny, all tiny, all
I don't want to listen to that again, I'm sorry.
name is still Millie.
Damn.
I'm not the father she deserves. I can't be the father she deserves.
Oh my god.
Oh, mother.
The Magus cat snatched the can and crushed it so hard that I was sure he turned it into dust. He didn't though, instead hurling it across the room. He was beet red in the face and breathing shakily. Still, he somehow managed to maintain some sort of air and the confidence.
Let's try this one more time, shall we?
I'm
I
locked in.
can't
We locked
talk,
in right
sir.
now. I had to quit this game because of too many sweats.
Hey, buddy! Why don't we try something else?
No, I'm sure I can get it this time.
If you try one more time, I'll break that wand and shove it up your.
Ass.
Phoebe, there's a child in the next room.
Facts. Phoebe. Phoebe ignored me, continuing to bicker with the Magus as if they were both children fighting over the swing at the playground at lunch. When Phoebe got like this, it was better to just let it run its course, and I was sure the Magus didn't need my help. This guy is still a fucking hopeless werewolf. While they were distracted, I looked over at Jacob. He stared hopelessly down at his fluffy arms, looking sadder than I'd ever seen him. I felt a pang in my chest. Surely there was something in here that could cheer him up a little. That's why he needs another 16 from the Magus. I decided to have a look around on his bookshelf where a lot of books with titles taped on haphazardly. It's his porn. Oh, never mind. It's not his porn. Magic for Dummies. This guy was a piece of work. I'm definitely giving my friend the scolding of a lifetime after this. I pulled out Magic for Dummies and tore the tape off the front cover. On it was not only the real Parenting for Dummies, but a name scrawled messily in black marker. Come on. I bit down on my chuckle and took the book back to Jacob.
Did you know the Magus's name isn't actually that really long name?
It's not?
Why would it be?
Nope. Take a look at this.
I handed him the book and pointed it to the name. Jacob glanced at me and then back to the book. His lips parted to a wide grin and he laughed loudly. There he is.
Dude, bro's name is Eugene Humphrey?
Wow. He does look like a Eugene Humphrey. As if saying the name had triggered something in the Magus, Eugene immediately paused his argument with Phoebe and turned his eyes to us. I'd never seen anyone look so wildly offended in my life.
I am the almighty,
No.
What?
the almighty, all-powerful, all...
No. Stop it.
Yeah. Phoebe shoved past him to get to us. Her eyes were locked on mine as her voice dropped to a near whisper.
Listen, I'm not saying this magic thing is real or anything,
Even though it totally is.
Exactly.
but that hallucination we just had with the cans, they talked about how this guy felt like a failure raising that little girl, right?
Yeah, we heard that, bro. I nodded.
So, if what she said about emotional states affecting magic or whatever was true, then don't you think that could be what's messing up this spell?
I could hear the pain in her voice on the word spell. She was slowly coming to believe in magic, and she was pained to admit it.
Aw, look at you getting into the spirit of things.
Wow. She glared at me, but a flush of pink dusted over her cheeks, and I dropped my socks.
I am not. I'm just saying it could be worth trying to do something about it.
I felt a sense of satisfaction in her reaction. It was kind of cute. I hate this bitch, bro. I love Blair, though. But she was right. Now wasn't the time. Before I could open my mouth to respond, the door slammed open again, and Millie rushed out and stood before Eugene.
Dad, those cans. Is what they said true?
Aww. The man looked shocked, stunned, and surprised. Okay, I know they're all the same thing, but I hope to really convey how caught off guard he was by Millie's question.
That's not... No, not at all. Those
Damn.
cans are filthy liars. Traitors, I say.
This was hard to watch. Millie didn't look very impressed either. Just say you're sorry, bro. She's only 8 years old. I pulled Phoebe and Jacob closer and lowered my voice.
We have to help them. If we can help them make up and get back on good terms, maybe Eugene's emotional state will fix itself enough to fix Jacob's werewolf thing.
Phoebe forced a laugh.
Eugene? You mean the almighty, all-powerful, all-annoying, all-useless wizard?
Ooh, bar.
Exactly. If we can help him get in a better mindset, then maybe the all-useless will become all-useful, and we can get out of here with a back-to-normal human Jacob.
We're strangers to these people, Blair. I don't know about you, but if 3 strangers tried to get all up in my family business, I'd kick them out.
Oh, true. That was a good point.
I'm so itchy.
And this dude has hair everywhere, including his special parts. Fix this guy, bro. Jacob scratched his furry arms and cleared his discomfort. Phoebe sighed and turned her eyes back to me.
Look, I agree that those 2 need to make nice in order to fix this, but they need to deal with this on their own. We'll only make it worse if we interfere.
Why did this have to be so complicated? Help him, bro. I couldn't just stand back and watch. We'd already seen how bad Eugene was at communicating. I mean, we all heard that egregious string of insults he called Millie. I was confident that our mediation couldn't hurt.
The only thing I feel bad for is raising a whiny, tiny, grimy, slimy...
Come on, bro.
Hey, Mr. Magus, sir. It's clear to us that those, Bub Night cans were speaking your inner thoughts, your struggles and insecurities and stuff. We can all see how much you really love Millie and that you want the best for her.
Phoebe sighed, knowing that once I'd started, there was no stopping me. If she couldn't beat me, she had no choice but to join me.
Yeah, okay, she's right. Listen, you know what you need to do to fix whatever's going on with you 2. You know that you're an adult and you should act like one. So get your head out of your
Ass.
Child in the room.
Exactly. Phoebe always ruining shit, bro. She glanced at me and then nodded with a quick breath.
Right. get your head out of your backside, stop drinking so much, and maybe you'll be a better father. And a better wizard, magician, guy.
Both Eugene and Millie stared at her with wild offense.
I am the almighty, all-powerful, all...
He's a magus!
Aww, they're making up. I pulled Phoebe back and held my hands up in a little surrender, hoping that Phoebe's slip-up wouldn't jeopardize the family's reconciliation. And at the very least, they were on the same page about Eugene's title. That was progress, right? The magus stared at us, his expression unreadable. Then he threw his head back and groaned.
Fine. You're right, I guess.
Millie's eyes widened with shock. She clearly hadn't expected him to relent so easily.
I suppose I could admit that I haven't been the best father. Or even a good one.
That's so sweet.
I'm sorry. The all whiny, all tiny, all grimy, all slimy, really demanding diaper wearing can't get your mama dancing Magus Jr.
Just call her the fucking normal name, bro. Millie's face twisted in a tornado of emotion, from happiness to annoyance to disgust to frustration.
Well, if you want to be a better dad, then you can start by calling me Millie.
Isn't that sweet? His face flushed red, and he nodded in embarrassment.
Right. I'm sorry, Millie.
I expected her to refuse to accept his apology in a petty child move, or for them to share an awkward handshake and a polite nod. But no. What I didn't expect from Millie was to launch forward, tears in her eyes, and hug Eugene's legs. Clearly, Eugene didn't expect it either. That's
You
fucking
do the
sweet.
best you can, Dad. And I'll do my best too.
That's so sweet. She pulled away briefly, puffing out her chest and standing proudly before her father.
I'll carry on your legacy and be the best magus this world has ever seen.
Okay. Fuck it up. And then she deflated a little and diverted her gaze. She almost seemed shy?
I just need you to teach me. Actually teach me. Can you do that for me?
Eugene stared at her for a second, and none of us missed the water filling his eyes and the trembling of his lip. When he spoke, his words were a shaky whisper.
Second best Magus.
That's so sweet. Phoebe and I threw our heads in our hands in disbelief. I guess not even a heartfelt moment with his daughter could spoil his ego. Eugene stepped forward and pulled Millie into a hug. The two held each other tightly with tears streaming down their face. And this guy is
Aww.
still a werewolf. They hugged for a while, a long while. They hugged for so long that the comfortable silence in here was starting to get really awkward. I looked at Phoebe and then at Jacob. Phoebe spoke my thoughts aloud.
Hey guys, now that you're besties again, can you fix our werewolf friend for us?
Facts, bro, come on. They pulled away from the hug, only to briefly glare at us.
Shh! You're ruining the moment.
Come on, bro. The child's attitude made Phoebe look like she was about to blow up. I placed a hand on her shoulder and gently tugged her back. If this was what we needed to fix Eugene's emotional state and thus Jacob's werewolf predicament, then we should let them have their moment. Eugene and Millie brought each other back into their embrace, and we stood there awkwardly, waiting for them to wrap it up. Every time they pulled away, the father and daughter looked at each other again, felt the swelling emotions of a repairing relationship, then went back to hugging and crying. Come on, bro. My feet was starting to get sore with the amount of standing around I was doing. Jacob was itching all over, and Phoebe was clearly growing agitated. The last time they drew back together into a hug, something strange happened. Strange aura emitted from the pair, an aura of calm and happiness and love and sparkles. The light that came from them was so bright that it penetrated my closed eyes and bypassed the arm covering my face. Whatever magic they were conducting right now was certainly bright.
What? What's happening?
Almost as quickly as it blinded me, the light started to dissipate. Once I suspected that it wouldn't cause permanent damage, I lowered my arm and opened my eyes. They just standing there for real, and that's so funny. as they're like hugging and then not hugging and then crying and then hugging again. The whole moon was lit up with sparkles, or was it glitter? It's like that one Smiling Friends episode where Jason fucking squirted on everyone with this glitter and they were choking and screaming. Phoebe and I shared a confused and slightly weirded out glance and then looked at Jacob. But he's back! I didn't even notice that. That's awesome. My heart swelled with joy and relief. Jacob's fangs had retracted and the fur covering his arms had disappeared, or rather, fallen out based on the puddle of hair that he was standing in.
Jacob, you're normal again.
That's so sweet.
I'm normal?
No, you're still stupid as shit, but hello, Forgotten Sons. We grabbed each of his hands and showed him the perfectly hairless forearms. His eyes lit up.
I'm normal.
That's so awesome. Jacob and I jumped for joy, holding Phoebe's hands to prompt her to jump for joy with us. She didn't jump, but I could see a small smile on her lips.
We were right! The ritual was affected by Eugene's emotional state.
That was Millie's saying, not yours.
And you were right. Interfering was a good idea.
He a wolf no mo. I couldn't help the satisfied smile that broke out at her praise.
So, now are you ready to admit that magic is real? That all of this wasn't just some crazy Halloween hallucination?
Phoebe stared at me wordlessly for a long moment, and then she finally sighed and nodded.
I'm willing to
Let's
admit
fucking
that
go.
there were some things that happened tonight that are a little too insane to be within the realm of the normal world.
Exactly. Because I'm always right.
A bit of a long way to say, yes, magic is real, but I'll take it.
Magic is real. Why does he look like Minecraft Steve a little? We heard sniffling behind us and turned to Jacob with tears ribboning down his cheeks. He was staring at us with his bare arms and smiling to himself. He looked up at us wide with a trembling smile.
It's a Halloween miracle.
Turn this guy back to a werewolf again. We gave him a comforting pat on the shoulder and then turned our attention back to the father and daughter, who were still hugging and weeping.
So, I guess you could say the messed up ritual was reversed with the power of love, I think.
No.
He definitely stinks. That's why her
funny.
nose is running and shit. He stinks like a motherfucker, bro. The pair seemed to have noticed us staring, and they turned to us.
What are you looking at?
We've been waiting all this time for him to turn into a fucking werewolf.
Yeah,
I mean, turn
get
back
out of
to
my
normal
lair.
from a werewolf.
We're
Oh,
having a moment here.
okay. Phoebe and I looked at each other, and we all laughed.
Well, they don't have to tell me twice. Let's get out of here. I think we've had enough Halloween fun to last us the next 5 years.
Let's
I
go.
never thought I'd agree with you on that.
She hooked her arms in ours and pulled us out the door. Before we left the lair and returned to our normal day-to-day lives, however, Jacob had one final thing to say. He announced it loudly and proudly. What does Jacob have to say, bro?
All hail the almighty, all-powerful, all-seeing, all-commanding, all-demanding, outstanding, get your mama dancing enchanted magus!
Wow.
How did you remember all of that?
I don't know, bro. That was so sweet. That was so. It's the power of love, and making amends with the children that you leave along the way. That was a fun game. I'm glad I was able to finish it in one stream. I didn't know how long it was gonna be, so I was worried that I was gonna go over it. But that was fun. Is there a credits? I did it. I beat the game. Now I can speedrun it. Oh. And look at the little credits here. Oh, I know these guys. That's awesome. That's Vi in my battle. That's Lois in my battle. And that's Tifa in my battle. Of course. That was fun. Standing ovation, yes, come on. Everyone clap it up. It's 10:38 and my parents are asleep, so I can't clap it up that loud. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it from me. Thank you all for the stream. I'll probably stream again in 2 weeks, cause I won't be available for my setup next Saturday. But I'll be available for the 18th, and then we could play either Deltarune or we can make a rap battle. We can do something. All right. I'll see y'all. Have a good night.